You know, I would typically say I don't know how to start this video, but you guys know I'm a chatterbox, so I for sure know how to start it. There's a lot that has happened in less than 24 hours, and I've been freaking out. I kind of still am. But I will start this video with saying I have always been so blessed. I am so blessed and I am so grateful. And I don't talk religion here on my channel. You guys know that. We keep it strictly makeup, and we want to be fun and we want to be bubbly, but at the end of the day, I'm a human being. And although I'm not the most religious person you'll ever find in your life or would ever come into contact with, I will say I have a beautiful connection with God. And I will say that my God has always blessed me and shielded me from harm. And I am just so grateful. I am so grateful. God is amazing. And if you hear little clickety clicks in the background, my curbside order is being put together, so I have to stay on top of that. So let me explain literally what I went through, because of course when you read the title, you see what I'm looking like right now. I still have yesterday's shirt on. And you see the thumbnail, you understand that this is not a pretty situation. I released my video yesterday. I released it early on purpose because I had to do my curbside orders, and we had plans to just sit down as a family, just lounge around in the living room and watch The Big Bang Theory. You guys know that we're like into that show. That's like our new family show where we can all just sit down and laugh. It's fun. My kids enjoy it. Well, Ty enjoys it and all that stuff. So the idea was cook early, finish working early, get yourselves together, and then we can just lounge around. As part of that, Juan ended up going and running some errands instead of me having to go so that I could do less. I'm gonna add a little something extra into the mix so that you guys would understand internally what I was going through. So I went to a PCP appointment. So I went to a physical appointment last week where I spoke to my primary care physician about the breathing issues that I had been experiencing for the past few weeks, as well as some weird chest pains that I've been feeling. And by the way, the glare on the glasses, girl, like my eyes are sore. I've been crying. I didn't sleep. I've been crying. So I'm traumatized. So please bear with me and the glare. I don't do it on purpose. You guys know I do the best that I can, and I can't do contact lenses. That's a whole nother freaking story. Anyway, so I went to my PCP. Short version. It seems like I may be overly stressed, going through a little bit of anxiety, and on top of that, the chest pains, the back pains, the tight chest, all signals that I may be having some panic attacks. Now, this has been going on for a while, but it hasn't been as consistent as it has been in the past month. Like the month of October was probably the hardest month for me in terms of those feelings, and I hadn't seen anyone. Now that I officially saw someone, this is what they're saying, and I don't like that they said that. So it is what it is. So I've noticed that when I'm relaxed and I'm laid back and I'm chilled and I'm not overwhelmed, I don't have the breathing issues, the chest pains, or the tense back, like the back muscles and stuff. So what happened? I've decided I'm gonna chillax a little more. So Juan went, ran some errands, came back. I made a drink for him and myself. We're sitting in we have two dining room areas. You know, we have one, it's more like a eating kitchen area, right? So I have the kitchen table and then I have the dining room table. The kids are like running around or whatever they're playing. They were eating chips. Juan and I are sitting at the kitchen table. We're just talking, you know. I get an alert on my phone and it says, "Are you trying to log in from a different device?" I instantly said no, because that was Google alerting me that someone's trying to log in. And I said no, because no. I literally pressed no, and I went to the other dining room table. Juan's like, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm just gonna turn on my computer and just double check, make sure everything is okay." I went from I'm gonna double check that everything is okay to once my computer loaded, it had already been on maybe an hour before that. Once it already loaded, I had been completely locked out of everything imaginable. No email, no YouTube channels, both of my channels locked out. Oh my God, just talking about it just makes me... So of course I start shaking and I'm like, okay, let me try to recover the account. When I tried to recover the account, my email address, my actual email address, my passwords, my backups, everything had been reset, and I was locked out. So Juan was like, okay, well, maybe the channel is still up. When he goes onto the channel, he started to notice that every time he refreshed, things were happening. So like my banner was gone. The channel's name was changed. The actual picture, the thumbnail, had been deleted and they put something else. Then slowly but surely my videos started disappearing. When he'd said that, I went into a full-blown panic. I started feeling the chest pains that I'm feeling right now. And I was trying to hold myself together because of course my kids are there. But this is me, you know? Not only is it my hobby, but it's my job. And so I start panicking even more. I'm trying to reach out to YouTube. Juan's trying to reach out to YouTube. We're trying to reach out to YouTube and Google and everyone. It just wasn't happening because they were closed for the balance of the day. I would have had to wait for today. I did get an email saying, hey, you know, you've reported it. We have to wait a few days. But I just couldn't sit back and just wait and see what would happen, you know what I mean? So, and I could see that they were doing like a weird live stream on something that I have no clue what in the world it was. I didn't even click to watch because I was not interested. I was just 100% freaked out about the entire situation. All I could do was keep trying and researching potentially what I could do. How can I get it back? The possibilities of it all. When I'm telling you the chaos. And I held it together and Juan was like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing here. He was on hold for 30 minutes and then they hung up and we're like, we're closed for the day. The chaos that was my house in that very moment. It was so late. Juan was like, just serve the girls. I was like, I can't even feed them right now. Like, he says, just serve them. I held myself together until I stood in front of my stove, in front of the pots. And as I'm trying to serve my kids their food, I just exploded in tears. Everything came out, like everything came out. And it bugs me because I'm supposed to be super mom. So the idea that my kids saw me freaking out in a way that I don't think they had seen before, it bothers me. But I have to accept that I'm only human. And that it's normal to have feelings. I have to be okay with that. So, of course, I served them food. And Ty was like, I've got Cam. I'll feed her. So, thank God Ty's going to be 9 in 2 weeks. Ty went in and she took care of Cam. There was nothing else that I could do. So I said, oh my God, I'm going to have to start all over again. Like, I am going to start from 0 subscribers. I'm going to have to open up a new channel. I have to wait to get monetized again. Like, this is 5 years of hard work gone. And I will say, I know, you know, Michaela at one point made a statement and then she got canceled for it and stuff like that because it came off insensitive or whatever. I'm not gonna say that I 100% agree. I'm not gonna say that because I don't agree, right? Everyone works so hard. But I will say content creation comes with its own stressors within itself. Every job comes with stressors, you know? And it sucks because our job is the internet, and when you lose it, then what? You know what I mean? So that paranoia is always there. Do I know how it happened? There's a potential. I'm not 100% sure. YouTube is investigating that right now. How did I access my account again? Girl, don't even ask me. All I know is that I was on my phone and I'm panicking and something told me press this button. And I pressed it and I just read through it somehow. God guided me to getting this resolved. And all I know is I was praying the whole time. I was like, God, please. Like, I was praying to God. Like, I was just praying. I was praying that God resolve this. I was guided. Something told me press that. Something that we would see every single day and I never would have imagined. Like, oh, let me click that. You know what I mean? Comments. It wasn't a common sense something. But God said, do it. I did it. And somehow I was able to retrieve my account back. And I am so blessed and I am so grateful for that. And yes, I still have the chest pains. And yes, this is the same shirt from yesterday's video. A shower is well overdue, but I've spent literally my entire morning doing curbside pickup, dropping off my kid, taking care of the other one, and I've been working with YouTube behind the scenes, the Google team, explaining everything, screenshots of everything. Everything has been reported. So I've spent the entire morning doing that. My chest pains are still here. My breathing is okay. Thank God Juan picked up my new asthma pump. Because, girl, the other one was expired. And for the rest of the day, I'm going to kind of like chillax. I did not sleep. The paranoia that you go through this trauma is insane, because all I kept doing was like, I would like shut eye and then go to my phone and refresh and make sure that everything is okay. Go back to sleep, wake up, like the trauma is and was there, and it still is. I'm literally like with my phone all the time, but I've just been refreshing, because it's a very, very scary situation to be in, and I don't wish this upon anybody. So of course, if you went onto my channel or you clicked the link that I provided in yesterday's video, you're like, what the hell is this? Who is this? What is going on? And then all of a sudden my channel disappeared. That is why. But no worries. We're gonna move forward. Everything is gonna be okay, you know. And going forward, we are just gonna have the happy-go-lucky, smiling makeup tutorials, all that fun stuff that I love to do, because I know you guys love it too. But I am gonna ask you one thing and one thing only. I have the vlog channel, okay? If you guys can please do me the favor and go follow that channel, go subscribe to that channel, because at this point I don't have any backup channels. You don't have to watch the vlogs if you don't want to. You don't have to hit the notification bell if you don't want to, but that could potentially be a backup channel in the event that this were to happen again, which I pray that it doesn't. That way, you know, you guys have some sort of way to get updates, because the moment I got locked out, I couldn't even do a community post to let you guys know what was happening. Everyone was at a loss. So the vlog channel is linked in the description box below. If you can just click there and subscribe to the vlog channel. These are two separate channels, two separate entities, so that in the event that something were to happen to either of the channels, I have a method to communicate with you guys and still do what I do. You know, we can kind of like still have some sort of communication. So yeah, that is all I wanted to tell you guys today. For those of you who saw it yesterday and DM'd me and were like, what the hell's going on? That's what happened. I'm sorry that you guys kind of got frazzled. Of course, this didn't happen to me on purpose. Like, I didn't do this on purpose. You know what I mean? This was done to me. But we're back. We're back. We're back. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. We are back. And I pray that we continue to be okay. And that is it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys today. I wanted to say thank you for kind of sticking by me. Thank you for being concerned. Thank you for looking for me. And thank you for all your well wishes, because you guys are absolutely amazing, and you guys know I love you. My family loves you. We all love you over here. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, amazing day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.